Hey everybody, it's Rory from A&S and we're looking at a scope today. So this is an AIM Sports 4x32 Tri-Illuminated scope with fiber optic sight. So this has an arrow reticle on the inside when you are looking through it. So it's got an arrow at the top that lights up and then some elevation marks below it. It also has a fiber optic sight on the top in case you just want to I want to call it free aim, but if you don't want to use the scope setup and you just want to use your hard sights down the top, you could do that as well. And that is right along the top right there. So you're going to get your scope on the inside. You are going to get some Allen keys for adjustments, manual, lens cleaner, an extra battery, and if you do not like the orange that you see for your fiber optic sight, they do also provide you with a neon yellow or neon green, whatever you want to call it, that you could switch this out. I don't know how easy that is to switch out. This one doesn't feel like it wants to fall right out, but that's because what they've done is when they've installed this, they've flattened the ends out so that it doesn't want to slide out accidentally. So if you wanted to switch over to this one, you can see that it is longer than it needs to be. That's because you would put it in there and then you would want to flatten it down so it didn't slide out. So in order for me to pull this one out, I would kind of have to break that little end off of there, the flattened end, to keep it from falling out, to put this one in. So I'm not going to put this green one in, but you can see that it does come with it should you want to change it out. Now, if you're using that fiber optic sight, you will be looking right down here, and then you would line up the red or orange fiber optic with the top, kind of just like that. If you're actually using it as a scope, it does have 4x magnification. So this is a 4x32, so a 32mm lens, and then a 4x magnification. It is non-adjustable, so it is a solid or set 4x magnification. You do have windage and elevation adjustments. If you wanted to change those, you would just remove the caps off the top and then adjust it. You would want to have a flathead screwdriver or something. Your fingernails are not strong enough to do that. You can hear it clicking like that. Changing our windage and elevation through either this top or side adjustment right here. Okie dokie. So that has adjustments if you're looking through it through the scope. The illumination on the arrow is 3 different colors. We've got blue, green, and red illumination with 3 different magnitudes of brightness, 1 through 3. So 3 being the brightest. Standard rail mount setup right here. So this should fit your Picatinny or Weaver style rail mount, or rails, I should say. I don't want to call it a rail mount. So that should fit onto most things unless you have a dovetail setup, when you would need an adapter for that. It does have a little bit of a shade on the front of it. The lens is recessed down inside of here, and there is threading in there, so you might be able to put some sort of shade on the front of it. Although I think this threading is just for the lens retainer to go inside of there. I don't think you could actually thread anything on there. Doesn't look like it. I think that if you could thread something onto the outside, or thread like a larger sunshade on it, your threading would be on the outside, and you would thread over the top of that. So I could be wrong though. There are times when I am wrong. It's made out of aluminum, so it's like 6061 aluminum, I believe. Aircraft grade aluminum. It is rather hefty. It is not a lightweight, dinky little thing for the size that it is. Looking at almost a pound, so it's got some heft to it. The eye relief is nice on it. It's about 3.5-inch eye relief, so you don't have to have it like crammed right up against your eye to see it. It gives you plenty of space where you have a comfortable shooting position between your eye and the scope itself. But again, this is a scope. This is a 4x magnification scope. It is not a sight. So you're not just looking up through it, having the gun up in front of you and trying to find that reticle inside of there. You are actually using it for magnification. 4x32, Pretty trick little setup. It's not a giant thing, which I like. It's not a huge long scope or whatever. So it is a comfortable setup, nice eye relief, 3 different colors. You can use the fiber optics if you want to, comes with a different one. Couple little accessories here. All in all, nice little setup. 4x32 Tri-Illuminated scope from AIM Sports. Pick it up at ansgear.com.